Hey everybody, John Craig here with Performance Plus Tennis. In today's lesson, we're going to cover the topic, should you stay sideways on your serve? And this question comes from Jason Bourne, who is a very active participant and subscriber here on the channel, and it's also a common question that I receive. And recently there's been a big tennis promotion in the tennis world where the coach is encouraging you to stay sideways, completely sideways on your serve. So we're going to break that down for you today, clarify what you should actually be doing, what position you should be in, when you could potentially stay sideways on your serve, and then when you would actually rotate into a better position. We're going to give you a lot of clarity on that today and more. So let's get started. And in today's lesson, I'm going to show you one simple thing that is so easy to remember that's going to help tie all this together. But before we get started, let's just demonstrate exactly what it would mean to stay sideways during your serve. So as an example, I'm serving into the ad court. I'm going to begin perpendicular to my target line as I want to be, and I go into my serve, I'm sideways to my target, and I'm going to stay sideways to my target. How am I actually going to generate any power? In fact, I'm not getting any rotational power. I'm kind of trapped. So I really can't stay sideways and make contact on most serves. Now there's an exception, and we're going to go through during this lesson, but in general, you're not going to stay sideways. The purpose for getting sideways on every shot in tennis is so that you can rotate back in and generate core and body power to generate the easy power on any shot you're playing. So the whole idea here on the serve is to get yourself turned away from your target so that you can rotate back in, okay? That's critical. So be careful. If you try to stay sideways on your serve, you're actually going to cause trouble in terms of a potential shoulder injury, and you're really not going to generate that much power. Now, the opposite of this is that a lot of players are facing the net. So we can't be facing the net either when we make contact. So where is the ideal position on the serve for most serves? And we're talking about flatter serves or slice serves in general. And that ideal contact point is going to be where my belly button and my chest are facing a 45-degree angle. So I'm here and I'm at a 45-degree angle and I've rotated into the ball, okay? This is evident virtually on every player that has a high-performance serve. No one is staying sideways for their normal serve, okay? So the key concept here I want you to think about is 45 degrees, okay? So when I'm in my position here to start my serve and I begin to serve, I'm going to rotate back away, and like Pete Sampras, Boris Becker, players like this, they would rotate 45 degrees away from their target line. This would be optimal. You don't have to get 45 degrees. You can even be perpendicular. But the key here is that the 45-degree angle happens in the shoulder bank. So here I've got 45 degrees, okay? So that's the first one. 45 rotation, 45 angle. Then I make my move to the ball. I'm going to actually reverse this 45 degrees. It's going to happen again right here. So I have this shoulder over shoulder action. The left shoulder's high, the right shoulder's low. I'm in a 45 here. I rotate around shoulder over shoulder and go up. And now I'm in a 45-degree angle with my shoulders, but I'm also on a 45-degree angle to my target line. And that is the rotation you're looking to get for slice serves, flat serves, everything except a kick serve, and we're going to go through that next. So the exception to the concept of rotating into the ball and staying more sideways is when your intention is to hit a topspin or a kick serve. And when you're doing that, you want to stay more side on and you want to keep your playing elbow behind you. Because when you're hitting a flatter serve or you're hitting a slice serve, you're going to be leading around with the elbow, and the elbow is going to be leading forward and get in front of your hand, and then your hand is going to come up over the elbow to play the ball. But that's going to produce a flatter ball and a slice on the ball if you're going for slice. But with topspin, your elbow needs to stay behind you. So the racket is actually going to move from left to right very assertively so that it's moving this way. So you really are going to feel like you stay sideways because you're not swinging at all towards your target. If you stay sideways and swing towards your target, it's going to feel very limiting and very pinchy and very restrictive. So that's not going to work. And conversely, if I rotate towards the target and I want to hit topspin, there's no way that I'm going to hit topspin that way, okay? So I've got to stay side on and throw the racket up and off to the right to create that topspin on the ball. And the only way I can do that is if I stay sideways into and through contact. So in summary, think about your 45-degree angles and get out there and film yourself and look at the 45-degree angles and try to achieve those 45-degree angles at these key stages in the serve. The setup, the rotation, the angle, the rotation, shoulder over shoulder, back to 45, and then finally the 45-degree at contact. And that's really going to help give you some guidelines for the ideal positions you're going to get into. Now, as a bonus tip, there's one key thing you can really focus on once you have your stance and your setup that's going to help lead you into these 45-degree angles, and that's going to be your tossing hand. So when you're serving, you're going to place the ball, and I want your tossing arm to go out on a 45-degree angle, and that's going to help initiate that shoulder turn away from the target, okay? And then it's going to go up nice and high, and that's going to get you into the 45-degree angle in your balanced trophy position. And then it's going to pull away, and that's going to help rotate the shoulder over shoulder action and get you back into the 45. And it's also going to hold you in your position here as you make contact with a 45-degree angle to your target line. So this hand is a key feature. If you're not focusing on the non-dominant hand, the tossing hand after you release the ball, you probably miss these stages. As an example, if my hand's lazy and just tosses the ball and doesn't go up, I'll never get into 45. If I toss towards my target, I'll never turn away, okay? If I don't get the hand stretched up here, I'll never get here, so I can pull it away and rotate over and get into this position. So focus on what the non-dominant hand is doing, and it can help lead you into all these key stages in the proper positions on your serve. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and I hope that this lesson really clarifies for you the positions you need to get into on your serve. Remember, you're not going to stay sideways on your serve. The exception being if you're trying to hit a topspin or kick serve, which is really the last serve that you should be trying to really develop. Make sure that your fundamental skills of your serve are really developed and solid before you try to do more advanced techniques and shots like topspin serves. And speaking of developing your serving skills, if you click on the link in the description down below, you can get access to my 5 keys to developing a professional quality serve, and it'll help guide you to getting your serve better and better. Please give us a like, leave your comments down below, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Stick around, we've got a lot more coming here at Performance Plus Tennis. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next lesson.